Hey gang, welcome back to the Clubhouse. It's your old buddy Rod, Dr. Silver Age, with you one more time. I'm just going to do another quick video. I got some more 50-cent beauties to show. Also got a couple other little odds and ends that I just found and figured I'd show off as well. So, hope everybody's doing all right, having a good week. Oh, I just got, like I said, just a little bit. So I thought I'd make a little video and share them with you. So I gotta make sure I'm not in the way of things. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the rack. All right. Well, to start off with, I picked up Justice League Task Force Zero. Sorry for the glare. And there we go. And then, as I told you before, this is a series that Tim Howlermouse got me involved in, and so I've been picking them up here and there as I go. I think this is now the lowest number I have in the series, and this is number 4 of Starman. Oh, and then let's see, we got another series that I started collecting because I liked it, because I like team books. I started collecting them, but then somehow just got away from me, and I missed a whole bunch of issues. So now I'm trying to go back and pick those up. So I picked up a couple of them here, and this is the Terrifics, and this is number 7. And this one here has got Tom Strong from ABC Comics, America's Best Comics character in there. So and I like that character. I like I've got a couple of miniseries that they did using some of the, I believe it's the Nador characters, Nador comics from the whatever 40s, I think it was, and it was called Terra Obscura, I believe. There's 1 and then 2, and they were really good. If you like those old Golden Age heroes that you don't see too much of, it was really good. Terra Obscura is the name of the miniseries, both of them. And then I got number 8, which looks to be the continuing story, or maybe the second half of it. We'll find out, with Tom Strong. And then I picked up number 11. And I like that series because it had a bunch of eclectic characters in there, you know. And then here's another one that I'm trying to pick up. Like I've said in the last couple videos. And this is Damage, number 7. It looks like an interesting character. Looks like a powerhouse. And then another character that I really like, and I'm picking up bits and pieces. This was the last one I needed, I believe, in this 8-issue miniseries, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this, and it's number 3, and it's the origin of Ragman. So that puts to bed that miniseries for me, which is cool. Another obscure character that I like. I just always like those second and third banana characters, if you will, all the way from mostly DC, because I didn't really figure that many of them in Marvel. I mean, most of the ones that I liked in Marvel were main characters: Hulk, the Avengers, Submariner. They were pretty big players. But in DC, I liked the Atom, the Flash, Hawkman, Metamorpho, the Creeper, Hawk and Dove, those kind of characters. Doom Patrol, you know. All right, the next one I got is, geez, I remember meeting the artists for this back in '84. They came around to a convention that we had here about 20 minutes away. It was the same one you heard me talk about before with the Turtles. The creators of the Turtles were there, and I got the artwork and stuff that I showed. These people were also there, and I actually got some can't talk tonight, I guess. Original artwork from them. Unfortunately I have it in my portfolio. I'll have to take down that portfolio and go through that and just do a video and show the stuff I got in there. But this was a series they were putting out, and I had 1 through 3. I didn't know they had a 4. And it was put out by Spectrum Comics back in '84. And it's another team book, and the title is They Were Chosen to Be the Survivors. Like I said, I got some original artwork done by them. I know of at least one sketch that they did for me. One was a painted, like a watercolor painted poster style that they did, and I believe I had one other piece of raw artwork that they did there at the convention. All right, next up we got a series which I believe is still going on. I'm just slowly trying to get into it here. It's called Manifest Destiny, put out by Image. If you know anything about it, if you like it, if you don't like it, throw a comment in down below. I was going to say downstairs. Down below. All right, next up, everybody knows I'm a Neil Adams guy. So whenever I come across a Neil Adams book, I will pick it up if I don't already have it. And this was from his group, Continuity Comics. And it was a special, 1 of 2. It was a Revengers special. And it's called Hybrids. And I guess Revengers was their team book. So it's a wraparound cover. But, I mean, it's by Neil, so nothing wrong with that. And then when I was going through the 50-cent bins, I came across these 2 books, and this is it's part of World War Hulk, that event that took place back a number of years ago. Well, I thought I had all of them, but I keep finding these offshoots that that I didn't even know about. So, and I saw these 2. It had the banner at the top saying World War Hulk, and I'm like, I never even knew this was part of it or anything. Anyway, this is Heroes for Hire, number 11. And like I said, it's part of the World War Hulk. So I wish I could find, I probably could if I looked online hard enough. I could probably find a list of all the books that are involved in it. But every time I think I got them all, I come across some other ones. And then I picked up this one here as well, which is number 12 of Heroes to Hire, which is also part of the World War Hulk. I don't see the Hulk on either cover, so I'm not sure how much he's involved. It's probably just ancillary. What am I looking for? Action as a result of something he did in one of the other books. So, and then I had just mentioned Hawkman, and here I go picking up one from his. This is from '08, I believe, or '06. I can't read that. I think it's '06. And it's Hawkman number 47. Kind of a unique cover. And then I had mentioned Tom Strong earlier too. And I found a Tom Strong issue. And these are ones I pick up when I find them. At 50 cents or $1, I pick them up. This is Tom Strong, number 32, and it's part of part 2 of 2. It's the second part of a 2-part story called The Black Blade of the Barbary Coast. So, looks interesting. I like that character, Tom Strong, and what was the other one? I think they had a Tom Strange as well. It was like DC used to do with Earth 1, Earth 2 type of thing, if I'm not mistaken. And then I dug through again and found another Starman, and this is number 55, and it says Taxi Cab Confessions. Now I don't know, because I have not read this yet. I don't know, but I'm just guessing it might have something to do with Space Cabbie. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Look, they got like mega go-go checks behind there, which is pretty cool. So, and one I picked up. This was the last issue that for forever I've been looking to get, but it's one of those things that's on the back burner. You never think of it when you're at a convention or at the comic store or anything, but this time I did. I happened to come across it, and I said, you know what? I think I'll get that this time. And it's part 4 of War of the Gods. That event, I don't know how long ago that was, but that was quite a while ago. That's how long I've been waiting to pick up the 4th issue. So I believe that's Cersei he's fighting with. Couldn't see it very well, but there's a whole ton of different heroes on there. At first they just look like bodies just thrown in, like, I don't know, it could have been Amazons or whatever. But then when you look at it real close, you can see his Captain Marvel. I saw some Metal Man in there. Who else we got in there? Metamorpho, Hawk and Dove, Superman. It's just a ton of characters. So, glad to have that and put that to bed. And then the last 4 that I've got here are all of the same series. The Black Condor series, where I'm trying to put together this. I only need a couple more now. And this is, we start off with Black Condor number 8. Then we got Black Condor number 9. And then we got Black Condor number 10, guest starring the Ray. And Black Condor number 11, The Legend of the Condor. That's a pretty neat cover. I like that one. So I'll only need a couple more for that series, and I'll have that entire series, and I can go through and read it. So, alright, so that takes care of these. Oh. And just a couple of things I found. Nothing earth-shaking, but I just thought I'd share them with you. Some of you might remember them and appreciate them. For me, when I was a kid, we'll go right back to 1967. That was a big year for me. I was 5 years old that Christmas, and you start to, I guess, become more aware of things and remember things when you hit 5. At least I did. And at 5 years old, my favorite toys were Major Matt Mason, the rubber bendable spaceman that had a lot of different accessories and stuff like that. That he had a space sled that usually came with the figure, and I'm gonna get one of those space sleds. I keep my eye on eBay, and they're always on there, but sometimes they want too much for them, or they're not in the shape I'm looking for. But I'm gonna get one. They had several different characters too. Sergeant Storm, I think, was one of them, and Callisto was an alien. I remember Callisto. In fact, my folks about 3 years ago found the remnants of my Callisto in the crooks of a oak tree. So wasn't much left to it. I think the head and the torso, that was it. So, but that was one of my favorite toys. Of course, G.I. Joe was a big favorite too. I had the space capsule. That was probably my favorite G.I. Joe toy. That's another thing I'm looking to pick up is the G.I. Joe space capsule. And that was, I just remember having so much fun with that and getting so excited to have that for Christmas. And I remember, like, we'd get snow days where, they'd cancel school. And as soon as you heard that on the radio, you listened for your town and your school, and as soon as they said it, it was like, ooh, yes. Might go back to sleep for another hour or so. Then you wake up, get a bowl of cereal, and figure out which toys you're going to play with. Maybe watch some cartoons. And man, I'd always be with that G.I. Joe space capsule. I just love that one. I had the one with the glow-in-the-dark cockpit, so that was pretty cool. The third big toy of the big three that I liked was Captain Action. I'm sure you've heard me speak of him before. And I forgot that I had this. It's a book put out by Michael Urey, and it's done by, who is that? Was it Tomorrows? I can't read it. My eyes are horrible. I think it's Tomorrow. Yeah, Tomorrow's Publishing. And he's done other books like this and stuff like that for them. But this one is all about Captain Action. Now you can go on YouTube and you can find Captain Action commercials. I've got one or two of them on there. And that was just, of course, being enamored with superheroes. When they tell you, hey, he can become Batman, he can become Spider-Man, he can become Superman, it was just like, oh man, that's, and I wanted that toy so bad. And that Christmas, um, 1967, I opened up my presents, and it was kind of bummed I didn't get it. And then it was one of those situations where the parents say, what's that? Did you, one more gift under there. Here you go. Check it out. You know? And I opened it up, and I remember so vividly. I opened it up from the end because it's a rectangular box. And I opened it up from the end, and I saw the logo Captain Action. Oh man, I was in seventh heaven. That was such a big childhood thing for me. I just love Captain Action. And this book here is awesome because it goes through and it covers it from soup to nuts, from beginning to end. You know, it talks about the ads, you know, it'll show some pictures, you know, the different ads and stuff. All the different outfits that you could buy, some of the different vehicles and whatnot you could buy. Always wanted one of them silver streaks. But now they cost an arm and a leg. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. And then, you know, the actual box itself, you know. Man, that was, oh, when I see it, it still gives me goosebumps because it takes me right back to that day. It was such a cool toy, you know. They got color photos as well. And some of the sets that you used to buy used to come with a flicker ring, you know. And in fact, if you look real close in here, they got the flicker ring in, whoops, right there. And then up here, they got it there. They actually show the flicker ring that you would get with that box. Oh, they got one over on the other side too, right up there. So, and I'm a big fan of flicker rings. That's one of those little odd things that you collect when you come across them. I used to have a whole Marvel set. That was pretty cool. I gotta admit, that was pretty neat. And that was such a, I don't know about you guys, but when you were at the height, in the peak of your collecting years, where you would just know, you could be driving down the road and you'd see a place that was a flea market or something like that, and you just knew there's something there that you need to pick up. There's something there. And that's what happened with those Marvel flicker rings. We were up in Scarborough, Maine, and we had gone to an indoor flea market at Scarborough Downs, the horse track. In the wintertime, they used to do indoor flea markets, and it was awesome. They don't do them anymore, unfortunately. But when we come out of there, there was this little building, you know, not something you'd pay attention to. It wasn't a big sign or anything, no neon sign saying, hey, come here, we got old stuff, you know. But it was just one of those things where it's just like, I want to go in there. There's something there I gotta get. I don't know what it is, but there's something in there for me. And doggone, I was about halfway through that building, and they had a wooden case with, inside it, there was all kinds of various doodads and whatnot. There were, you know, like coins and stamps and stuff like that. But there was a baggie, and on the baggie it said Marvel superhero flicker rings. And they wanted, I think it was $30 for them. I think it was 30 or 32, something like that. and I'm like, I've never seen all of them in one place. You know, I've seen here or there. You know, so here you go, take my money. You know, and that was that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. You know, so and then there you go. They're showing some of the outfits and stuff like that. I wanted the Captain America one. That's the one I wanted because I wanted that shield. You know, that accessory, the shield is just, oh, that's so cool. And it probably the Green Hornet after that. The Phantom looks like a pretty cool one too. But let's see, what else are they showing here? And then they go by the, you know, they'll do a little bit on each individual one. I don't know if, yeah, will that show up better? Okay. You know, the Aquaman. There it is, Captain America. That was just so cool. One of the, I remember, they had an Captain America bendy little. It was a little cheapo toy back in the probably early 70s, late 60s, and I remember getting that. I don't know if I bought it or if my folks bought it for me, but it came with a shield that clipped onto his arm. I just thought that was the coolest thing, is it had a shield, you know. And here I am now. I'm 60, almost 60 years old. I got my shield up there. That was that's not one of the newer ones since the Marvel movies. This one came out before the Marvel movies. It's a full metal one, but it's not patterned after the movie ones. This was just one that they did. It was like $200, I think, at the time. And they put out Thor's hammer at the same time, Mjolnir. I kick myself for not spending the money to get that, because that was another cool piece that I'd like to get. Anyway, so I just wanted to share a little bit of this. This toy. I hope some of you had the same love and affection that I did for this toy. You know, if you did, you can appreciate that feeling. Oh, look at all the different little sets that you could buy. I mean, some of those I never ever even saw as a kid. You know, I never knew they existed till much later. You know, and the plastic cases. They got a model down here, and they got some flicker rings. Got a costume. I'm always doing this backwards. We got the Halloween costume, probably by Ben Cooper. I can't read for sure, you know, but just so much fun. If you're into Captain Action, you could probably pick this up. You could probably go to Tomorrow's website, and you could probably get it through them. But I mean, it's if you like Captain Action, man, this is a must-have, because this is just hours of enjoyable reading and learning about a toy that you really loved. That was so cool. What a great picture right there, drawn by Gil Kane. That's pretty cool. So, all right. Anyway, there's that. Where are we at? Oh, we're at a half hour. The other thing I was going to show was I forgot where I was. I think I was talking to Grotto Orloff. On his channel, and we had talked a little bit about comics, and we talked about some about wrestling and stuff. And he mentioned roller derby. He wished roller derby would come back, and I was a huge roller derby fan. At least I'm hoping it was his channel. I can't remember if it was him or if it was Graphic Man. But anyway, I found this magazine in amongst my magazines. roller games. Now this is from the 80s, so it's not really, I don't consider it the same. I think they did inline skates. I'm not sure. Looks like there's some four-wheeled skates, but it was different. It wasn't the same, but it was. I was, right after cartoons and right after wrestling. Roller derby was probably my third favorite thing to watch on TV at the time. I mean, it was some of the teams, the Violators. It kind of took roller derby into the theatrical aspect of it. I mean, to me, the original roller derby throughout the 70s, anyway, was more like pro wrestling on skates. To me, it was believable. They kept score and everything like that, on a bank track and everything. But I just came across that. I thought that was pretty cool. And then it's an oddball thing. I was talking to, I believe, Graphic Man, regarding Astro City. And Astro City was another series that I was turned on to by Howler Mouse, and I loved it. I loved it because they had their own world, and they brought you through their period of Silver Age and the Bronze Age, and even into the 90s where it was the Dark Age, a little bit of that. It was really done, and it's been done. I think they've had 3 or 4 different series where it's gone. But if you get a chance to get any of those old Astro City comics, if you like the old school, the old style, at least the early issues, the first few years, I think you'd really like those. I really enjoyed them because they were a throwback to the Silver Age of DC and Marvel, and everything. I'm going to try and put together my Astro Cities, and I want to do an Astro City show video. So, but anyway, this is something. It's one of the characters, the Confessor, and I don't know how many they did. It says they were going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Now I don't know if they did do these. I think they did the Samaritan. Okay, here we go. So let's just. Okay. Nope, this way. The Samaritan. I think they did him. He's essentially their Superman. And then there's the Silver Agent, which is pretty cool. It's a mysterious character that something happened to. You don't find out for a long time what happened to cause him to leave crime fighting. And you don't know what happened to him. And then after that is, what was his name? The clown? What was it? Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. And he's kind of like the Creeper, which is cool. And then this guy here, the old soldier, he's kind of like Cap, except old. And who was the last one? Cleopatra. And the first one I didn't do. Winged Victory. Winged Victory is like their Wonder Woman. So, but I don't know. I think I saw the Samaritan, but I don't know if they ever did any of these. I would like to get the Silver Agent. I bet that would. Silver Agent, Jack in the Box. I mean, that just those would have been cool. But anyway, just an oddball piece that I have. Astro City, didn't hear too much about them, so for them to put out an action figure, and I've never seen anybody else do a video and show, an Action City figure, so I don't know how prevalent they are out there, but it's a cool little piece, So, and then above it, I've got my favorite Inhuman, Triton. From this was based on the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s as part of the Marvel Action Hour, which was really good. I really enjoyed that series, the Fantastic Four one. The Iron Man one, not so much, but the Fantastic Four one was really good. They had the Inhumans. Who else did they have? I believe they had the Hulk appear in one. Thor appeared in one. I believe Ghost Rider appeared in one. It was just very, very well done. So, okay. Whoa, I'm almost closing in on 40, so I'll have to do some editing. All right. Thanks again for hanging out with me down here in the clubhouse. I greatly appreciate it. And hope you'll come back and do it again next time. And until then, be good, be well, be safe, and we'll talk to you again next time. 6 to an even, over and out.
This concludes our broadcast day.